Parents, Paw Patrol: The Mighty Movie is coming to theaters on September 29th. When a magical meteor crash lands in Adventure City, it gives the Paw Patrol pups superpowers. Holy smokes. But things take a turn for the worse when Humdinger breaks out of jail to steal their superpowers. Oh dear. Will the mighty pups be able to save Adventure City before it's too late? Oh, mark your calendars to see Paw Patrol: The Mighty Movie in theaters on September 29th.
Hello, Critter Protectors. Mr. Jim here, and welcome to Kids Animal Stories, a place where there's always a mystery and adventure around every single corner. If you love critters of all shapes and sizes, I need you on our Critter Protector team. Join our adventure as we learn about critters from around the world and in our backyards. Well, my friends, are you ready for today's adventure? Me too, let's go!
Atlas is a young beluga whale living with his pod in Canada. Remember, pod is a group of whales. He likes having a routine and prefers to do things the same way every time. But one normal day, or one, he thought it was going to be a normal day, during sound school, something happened that caused Atlas to worry. A strange creature was approaching the adults in their group with a big horn poking out of it. He has no idea what's going on, but let's see what happens next. Atlas could not believe his eyes. Professor Melody was swimming right up to this new creature. From a distance, he looked almost like a spotted gray beluga with a stick on its head.
Oh no, that thing looks sharp. Oh, she's gonna get hurt. I can't watch.
He closed his eyes and waited for something bad to happen, but to his surprise, nothing bad happened. As a matter of fact, it looked like things were going quite well. The students watched from afar as Professor Melody spoke to the strange creature and then to the adult belugas. After a few minutes, the discussion ended, and Professor Melody was headed back to her class. After a moment's hesitation, the stranger followed.
Professor, look out!
Yelled Atlas.
The stranger is following you!
All of the students began to panic and swim around in circles. They wanted to swim away, but didn't want to leave their teacher behind to fend for herself. All of a sudden, a high-pitched whistle shot through the air around them. Everyone stopped what they were doing and stared at Professor Melody, where she made the sound.
Hold on to your flippers, class. There is no need to lose our melons over this friendly friend. Allow me to introduce our newest student, Clark the Narwhal.
No one moved or made a sound. Professor Melody continued.
Clark here got separated from his pod, so he's going to be staying with us for a little while. Since he's the same age as Atlas, I thought it would be good for him to join our sound school and make some friends.
Clark smiled shyly and waved with his left flipper.
I want you to split off into pairs and find some lunch. Atlas, you're going to be Clark's buddy for the rest of the afternoon.
Okay, Professor Melody, said Atlas. He sounded confident on the outside, but on the inside he was nervous. Atlas had never met a narwhal before and didn't know how to act. Plus, he usually ate lunch alone and did not want to change his routine. Do you know what a narwhal looks like? Well, they're a whale, but they pretty much have like a unicorn horn coming out of their head. They're an amazing looking creature. Atlas called to Clark, and the pair swam to the shallows to look for their lunch. Eventually, he worked up the courage to introduce himself.
Hi. My name is Atlas. I usually have 4 cod and 4 clams for lunch. Is that okay with you?
Clark smiled broadly and said,
Squid is my favorite food, but I could try something new. I'm just glad not to be on my own anymore.
I'm sorry you got lost, and I hope you can feel at home here. Can I ask you a question?
Sure thing.
It took Atlas a few moments to work up the courage to ask his question.
How did you get that stick on your head?
Oh, this old thing? It's just my tusk. Lots of narwhals have them. It doesn't hurt me or anything. It's basically like a long, pointy tooth.
Atlas had more questions.
Is that how you hunt? Do you use your tusk like a sword?
No, I use sounds to hunt.
Replied Clark.
Hey, me too.
Great. Let's do this thing. I'm starving.
Atlas showed Clark all the best places to look for clams. They quickly found some and ate them all up. Clark ate enough to be full, but Atlas only ate his usual 4. He wanted to eat 4 cod to complete his everyday normal lunch. Even though Clark was full, he spent his time helping Atlas fish. The friends found some mackerel, herring, and finally some delicious cod. Atlas ate 4 and found that he could finally relax. Before long, it was time to head back to sound school for the afternoon. Atlas, Clark, and the rest of the class spent the rest of the day learning how to make different types of clicks. When it was time to leave, Atlas was kind of sad and excited. He didn't want to say goodbye to Clark, but he could look forward to school the next day when he would see his narwhal friend again. Just as he was about to leave, Atlas remembered there was something he wanted to do.
Professor Melody? Thank you for helping me find a new friend today. I don't like it when things change, but I guess I learned not all change is bad. Knowing Clark is definitely a good change.
I'm so glad the 2 of you are friends, and you are right. Change isn't often easy, but sometimes it can be a really good thing.
See you tomorrow, Professor,
yelled Atlas as he swam away. He was busy thinking about the 4 cod and 4 clams he was planning on having for dinner. Wow, who's ready for a super amazing out of this world fact? This story about Atlas and Clark the narwhal is actually based on a real story. In 2016, a narwhal was spotted swimming with a pod of beluga whales. Wow, how cool is that? Making friends is always a great way to try something new. The end. Great job, you listened all the way to the end, and you know what time it is? Oh yeah, it's time for some Critter Protector shout-outs. I want to say hello to Lily from Langley, British Columbia, Noah and Lillian from Pine Island, New York, Rexford, and Merrick from Bedford, New Hampshire. 3 brothers. What do we have here? Eli, Zeke, and Solomon from Texas. Holy smokes, I'm so glad that we have all of you on our Critter Protector team. We could not protect all the critters in the world without you, my friends. Well, you have a super duper day, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Hey parents, home is a place to laugh, learn, and play, and a place where everyone should always feel safe. That's why at Kidda, we believe that protecting children from house fires is everyone's cause. Join us in our mission to help families everywhere learn about fire safety so we can help keep children safe at home and ensure lots more laughs in the future. Learn about the importance of smoke alarms and creating your own home fire safety plan by visiting causeforalarm.org.